All right, hello, and welcome back. This is V here. Pam's behind the camera.
Hello.
And yet again, we welcome you to Pam's beautiful kitchen.
I know, I had my kitchen renovated. So,
yeah, this was during the pandemic,
Yeah, so now it's all new. There's the light. You can see one of our lights. But
I like the black splash.
Yeah.
I really like it.
I like it too, my new kitchen.
And Pam has her very own
Yeah,
masala
you got me that
dappa
for Christmas or something a couple of years ago.
Yeah. So Pam has her very own.
I use it.
Yeah, I mean, it's perfect. I had a friend who came over and she goes, I like that. What you got going on there? But today we're bringing you a very simple recipe. It is 50-50, but we probably will still put a cucumber on the side with it. But it is a Moong Dahl chowder. Just like that. So here I have the yellow mung. Pam just saw this. She didn't know what it was. So
I was like, I have not had the yellow mung before.
Yeah, so this is the yellow mung, and I have about 2 cups that I soaked overnight. And I just washed it.
Did they cook quickly?
They cook
like
very
a lentil
quickly.
Or,
yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, they cook very, very quickly.
Because they're little,
Yeah. And the texture of this usually turns out creamy. And what we usually do is when we make this, my mom would just like cook it on a stovetop, and she'd leave a little texture to it, but she would, with our little thingy that we use for our tea, she would muddle it a little bit, and then she would serve it on a bowl, and she would put all the dry spices up top, and usually she would put get the oil really hot and pour it on top. It kind of fries the spices, and I do it, but I don't do the oil part. If my kids love just the yellow dal with the sprinkle of spices, but I also reuse it from then. What I usually do is I take the same dal, I add some water to it, thin it out in the blender, and then I make it like a soupy dal to go with rice or something. So there's multiple uses to this dal, but today we're gonna make a chowder, which is very unconventional for this. But it turns out really delicious. And here, as I said, I have 2 cups of moong dal that I washed and soaked overnight. We have 1 head of cauliflower. It was a small head, so I just cut the whole thing. Then I have 1 red and 1 green bell pepper. And I have 2, they were like small onions, so 2, and 10 cloves of garlic. And I had about 2 medium potatoes that I just...
Pre-cooked or not cooked?
No, not pre-cooked. And I left the skin on because the skin is pretty, it's not like...
It's not tough and thick.
Yeah, it's very thin, and so I just kept it on. And I'm going to use some lemon and cilantro to put on top. And for the spices, we're just going to use salt, pepper, and thyme, and some turmeric just to give it some color. And I have broth here. So we have about, I don't know how much.
2 quarts.
This is 2 quarts.
Yeah.
So I'm going to start with 1. My pot here is heating. You'll probably hear a sizzle.
Yeah.
And I am going to start, putting everything in. It's going to be a pretty simple recipe. So I'm going to dump all my dal in. So I put my moong dal in here, and I'm just going to dump all the veggies on top of it. It's super simple, easy recipe. Dumped all my cauliflower in there, my bell peppers. And you can use whatever vegetables you like. I just like the mixture of these vegetables, so I'm going to go with them. Onion. And then I'm going to add my garlic and my potatoes in. And the reason I'm adding a potato is because we're not using plant milk here. I know a lot of vegan chowder recipes call for like plant milk at the end, but I am not going to be using plant milk, so I added the potato so we can make it a little more creamier.
I always do that too.
Yeah, I'm going to add some more broth.
So you got about 1.5 quarts. So
of broth. And I might need more when I open up the pressure cooker later. So I'm gonna save a little bit, but I'm gonna add my spices. I'm gonna add 2 teaspoons of thyme, and then a teaspoon of salt, and probably half a teaspoon of pepper, and then 1 teaspoon of turmeric. And then I'm gonna give this a quick mix. It smells good already.
You can smell the bell peppers
Yeah.
and onion chopped up there. Yeah.
So now what I'm gonna do is cover this up and pressure cook it for about 2 minutes to get everything soft. And then
this is a chowder, so you want it soft. So if
Yeah.
you're cooking it on the stove, just know to cook it until it's soft.
Yeah. So when we come back, I'll tell you how to work with the texture, how I like it, how I go around it. But when we come back, we'll finish this up, and we'll finish it with some lemon juice, some cilantro, and then we'll have it. All right. So it has pressure cooked, and
It smells good.
yeah. See how the dal
It's become creamy.
Yeah. And you can take this and put a little bit in the blender. And
Now, where do you get your Moong Dahl?
so I get it from the Indian grocery store.
Okay.
You know, but you can it's on Amazon. Everything is on Amazon. And what I like to do here is just go in there and, use my spatula.
Kind of
and
just mush a little?
Yeah. But you can see it's, this is the perfect consistency. This is how I like it. But if you want it a little more thicker, you can. And if you want it a little more thinner, you can add more
adjust
broth.
your broth,
Yeah.
yeah.
So right here is where I'm gonna, put half of lemon. I was gonna say lime, but and I just squeezed that in. I think it needs a little more salt. I feel like.
Yeah.
I'm just gonna add like half a teaspoon more. And then if we need more, we'll add it as we eat it. And then I'm gonna add some cilantro in here right now. And then I'm gonna leave some to put on top. But other than that, it's
done.
Yeah. And as this sits, it's gonna get thicker.
Yeah.
That's the thing about this dal. Like it'll get to when I store it in the fridge, when I take it out the next day, it's like you have to. It's kind of like
It's got potato and the dal or starches.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So it becomes like a gelatin kind of thing, like a jello. But when you warm it, it's like, you add a little water and then you can smush it around and perfect consistency. I'm going to plate some, and it looks very colorful.
It does. It looks delicious.
And I'm just going to sprinkle some cilantro on top. And there you have it.
Yum.
Looks so good.
And
it smells
we
really
eat,
good.
We eat what we cook, so
we
this
eat
is our lunch.
exactly what we cook, and we are gonna pair it with some cucumbers, just to keep it 50-50. Although it is, but if you don't add the potatoes, it's a perfect 50-50. But I just like the potatoes in it, the creaminess, and So here you have it. Try it out. Don't forget to like, share, subscribe, and if you try it, let us know how you like it. And we will see you back next week. We're gonna go eat this now, so excuse us for now. Bye.
Bye.